Hello, my name is Daryl Jones, and this is my Tier 1 intervention plan for Dr. Kay Bricato's class, Planning for the Diversity of Learners at Mississippi State University. Dr. Carol Weinstein says that there are 5 steps to mitigating student behavior, her Tier 1 intervention plan: creating a physical setting that supports academic and social goals, establishing and maintaining expectations for student behavior, enhancing students' motivation, curriculum design, and working with families. Today, we'll be paying extra special attention to enhancing students' motivation. The Tier 1, 2, and 3 intervention plans are shown right here. The bottom is universal for all students. Targeted is to specifically prevent certain behaviors. And intensive involves a team of students with parental or family help. Now let's look at classroom design. The magazine Building an Environment found that classroom design could attribute up to a 25% impact, positive or negative, on students' progress throughout the year. As a social studies teacher, I prefer a U-shaped classroom so that we can debate and see each other, and I can be part of the group. But if the classroom is too small, we'll organize like small communities in 3 or 4 person groups. Here's a picture of a social studies middle school classroom. Notice the things on the walls are all there for social studies, maps and whatnot. All the students' materials and books that they need are against the wall, and the desks are arranged 3 or 4 apiece, with the students' materials in the middle so that nobody has to get up and move around looking for stuff. Now, classroom rules. Robert Marzano says in his book, The Art and Science of Teaching, that rules should be simple and easy to understand. Discuss them with the class so that the students are included in the process, and they should be agreed upon the first day of class so that students know what is expected of them. If you give them a choice and let them be part of the process, they'll feel more ownership. Deborah Kinney of the Harlem Village Academies says that the VA code is a balance of right. Education is every child's birthright and responsibilities. Education is their full-time job. Now let's look at student motivation. I know when I was a student, I wasn't motivated at all. I had moved from a small neighborhood school where I was one of the smarter kids to a large honors program where I was one of the mediocre children. And because I couldn't be the smartest, I decided I'd be the funniest or the coolest or the toughest. What I didn't realize at the time was, just because I wasn't academically smart didn't mean I didn't have other talents. Just because I wasn't as great in math didn't mean I wasn't as great as a reader as some other people. And I realized later in life that if I'd have had a little bit more help, a little bit more understanding, I might have pushed myself a little harder. So let's look at what we can do. Some of the reasons for low motivation: low self-esteem, lack of support at home, low expectations in the classroom, and the pressure to be better than you are. Solutions: let's celebrate the successes. Let's make every effort to get parents involved if necessary. Show them that you care about them beyond the books. And expectations should meet their abilities. You keep them high, but you keep them reasonable. Now let's look at curriculum design. For social studies instructors in Mississippi, the curriculum requirements can be found in the 2011 Mississippi Social Studies Framework on their website. The national standards are provided by the National Curriculum Standards for Social Studies. Herbert Cole says whenever possible, you want to relate the material to the student's culture and background. Make it something that they can feel and understand. The National Council for the Social Studies says that the primary purpose of social studies is to help young people make informed and reasoned decisions for the public good as citizens of a culturally diverse, democratic society in an interdependent world. In other words, we want to teach them to be good citizens. The 10 themes of social studies echo that: culture, time, continuity, and change; people, places, and environments, individual development and identity, individuals, groups, and institutions, power, authority, and governance, production, distribution, and consumption, science, technology, and society, global connections, and the most important, I believe, civic ideals and practices. Now, working with families, almost every study done says that for successful students, active parenting is involved. Unfortunately, not all parents can take the time away from work or have the abilities to help with their kids' education. Plus, there are a bunch of single parents out there doing the best that they can. The single parent rate in Mississippi in 2011 was 47%, so teachers have to be flexible in creating and getting parental involvement. You want to use email, maybe text messages, create an interactive website. When possible, visit the community your students live in. Show the students that you care about their lives outside of the classroom. Be your student's superhero. So in summary, we've talked about Tier 1 intervention plans and an emphasis on student motivation. I plan to use all the lessons I've learned at Mississippi State to become the best social studies teacher I can be. Both Herbert Cole and Alfie Kohn believe that the teacher should be involved in the students' lives and community, and I plan to do just that. Thank you for your attention today. Nervous Dog Productions.